don't know exactly how they make the DNA. I mean, I don't know exactly, like they got some kind of DNA printer or something, and it just kind of, dot matrix prints it, and then they grow in a bunch of yeast. I know that. And so then they took their little synthetic DNA that they made in the computer that has a few watermarks in it that they put in there. Yeah, and they just basically just shot it back into the corpse of a bacterium, a green algae, I think. Um, and that's it. I mean, nothing. I mean, it's good that they can do all this shit, but yeah, this is not synthetic life. It's a synthetic piece
Yeah,
of
no, I mean
DNA,
it's good. They
maybe.
can now basically create microbes from nothing, basically almost. So it's good for science and medical progress and all that fun stuff.
But it's not from nothing. Like I said, it's just Frankenstein, kind of. I mean, it's just like they take the parts and the only thing that's synthetic is like the game is synthetic, like the game of fake penis. It's like Frankenstein, except they gave him a mechanical penis. I mean, it's not that big a difference.
Hey, what was the name of that video?
Frankenstein does Dallas or something, I think. I don't know, something like that. Then TED Talks. I don't know. Go to TED Talks, and they got a video on TED Talks about whatever. We invented a synthetic life form, and it's just full of just a propaganda video.
I thought it was very disingenuous too that they weren't even like contemplating any type about using it towards medical research. They were trying to say that it was going to be used towards fuels or like some kind of bullshit like that.
Well, yeah, I mean that was just kind of we can make more oil-eating bacteria. Of course they use current events, to try to sell it. Maybe we can probably make dollar bills with this money. I mean with this new chromosome, and so everybody won't have to go poor because we'll be able to make lots of money for you. But no, I mean it might have applications, for antivirus stuff and all that kind of crap and blah blah. I mean, just the fact that they've learned they learned a couple more things about what exists inside of cells that inhibits, because there's things that eat the DNA and there's special little chemicals that stop the other stuff from eating the DNA and all that. And they got through those barriers, and so that's a good step. Is that they actually made a synthetic piece of chromosome that they can. But like I said, isn't the synthetic thing is just bothering me because, like I said, the only thing the computer did was basically take what it already knew about what DNA must have, what chromosomes must look like, and it made sure all the must parts were still there. So but whatever. I'm not saying it's not good. It's just this is glow in the dark cat. This is not we invented synthetic life. This is we did another wacky thing with some chromosomes.
Sounds a lot more like nanotechnology to me.
Well, I don't even see the nano part. It's not like we built a chemical, that does something inside the cell, that re-engineers the DNA or something. I mean, it'd be kind of neat if like we could build a little nano chemical, that maybe copied a DNA and then like sent it in an email to us or something, so or Wi-Fi'd it to us. This is what the chromosome looks like. Here's a picture of it. Nano out. Nano one out. Yeah, because I could talk like trucker talk, a little nano chemical.
I mean, like what it almost reminded me of is when that TV episode that came out on the Discovery Channel when they found the missing link and everybody jumped on it. Oh well, everybody we found the missing link and now everything, everybody should shut up. And then all of a sudden now, oh yeah, well okay, well we found out, we can reproduce this stuff synthetically and whatever else, and all of a sudden everybody that has no understanding on it jumped on it like, oh well, abiogenesis, we proved it in the laboratory and yeah, and then all of a sudden all these videos started popping up about it. And most people that even made the videos, and I'm not saying that I understand all of it because I understand probably a small portion of it, but there's people that come out and they're like, oh well, we understand everything now, and we can reproduce it, and that makes everything cool.
Well, that's the only part that I'm lamenting is that I know this is going to be coming up for the next 2 years. People are going to tell me, well, didn't you see that thing when they made that living cell and blah, blah, blah. You know, I hate that shit.
Yeah, and those are mostly.
Somebody's mic's open. Oh, it's Mac Wild guy. It must be you. You're typing mad crazy. Stop it. Turn your mic off.
Stop it.
Well, I don't want to see no fucking ID. I don't know what you're up to, but I'll just kick you if you're gonna be silly. I don't know what you're doing. Fuck you. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, right. You work for the CIA. Yeah, that
Well,
means a lot.
the whole
Stickam.
reason that people made a big deal about it was because it was, you know, the whole entire chromosome, and, you know, taking the DNA and coiling it and supercoiling it is like a big scientific achievement, you know. Like they talked about, I read an article about it, how they had like 1 in a million base pairs was wrong, right? So 1 in a million issues they had, just one little tiny fat fraction was a problem. And so because of that, you know, it delayed them like 2 years in this research. So like that's the whole reason people are making a big deal out of this, is because, you know, the people promoting it, they took like 15 years to make it. So they're not saying that, oh, it's the beginning of all life and we recreated that. They're just saying, oh, we did this cool thing, and what we did was we put a synthetic chromosome in a cell.
Yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, it's just exaggeration, that's all. Like I said, what they did is not bad, it's just not what they say they did. So enough, I guess, on that. You don't want to talk it to death. You know, I just wish scientists would get to the point and just point out to people, but you know, it wouldn't matter if we could make life, because life is stupid anyway. Why would we want to, yes, let's invent a living thing so it can get depressed and take Prozac. No, we won't bother doing that, it would be really dumb. So we're not going to do this research anymore, and instead, you know, we're going to start playing like with our Legos and things, because this is getting us depressed.
We can
I got
talk
some
about.
PM. Whoops. So I just want to point out, I got somebody PM me saying he was John Darwin or whatever, and that he wants to talk. I mean, what is even that? He can't even do he can't even do Stickam like a normal fucking human being. You know what you do? You come into the fucking
Hey,
room.
I'll drop off
You
and
wait
he can
for
take my
you
place.
wait for an open room, and you dock up. And if somebody wants to talk to you, then they'll talk to you. And if they don't, they'll kick you the fuck out of the room. But why the fuck do you have to make this complicated? I can't get in. Well, you're in. See, where you're just typing now, you're in the room. All right. Now, eventually, a dock will open up, and then you can dock. Okay?
And God help us all then.
Exactly.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
won't.
I'll open up. I'll leave my room, and then John Dorian can come up. Okay, you ready, John? Go.
And you
I
better
hate
show
you.
your fucking face for pulling this crap. So there better be no video off. Turn the video
I'm
on.
right here.
Okay.
I'm right here.
All right. What do you want?
What is your problem with me?
I don't like you. Your personality irritates the motherfucking shit out of me. You are, in my opinion, you got, look, I don't want to get personal, okay? But you've got this personality disorder, and you think you can like show up, like you can like walk up to the White House and say, oh no, I voted for Obama. Me and him are close. You know, we're close, okay? Yeah. So yeah, why don't you let me in? What are you dissing me? I mean, me and Obama are close. I tell you, I voted for him. Don't you understand? I voted for him, so we're best buddies. This is
You're
your kind of
mischaracterizing me.
behavior. You
I never
show
said-
up, and all of a sudden you're dropping everybody's name and talking like you know everybody and worrying about their welfare. And Gary's depressed. Gary's been
drop
depressed
people's
for
names, too.
50 fucking years. Whose name do I fucking drop that I don't have a 2-year fucking history with?
All I'm saying is you drop names too.
Heard my context, didn't you? So I've explained to you, I just don't like your style.
Okay. Can
Okay?
I say something now that I'm here? Can I talk? Okay. 2 weeks ago, I came into your Stickam room and I was very respectful of you, and we had a fine conversation.
Me, we're married. You just don't get it. That is not a marriage proposal. That is not a make 6 videos about my depression. No, that's none of that. Drop my name, drop Karina's name, drop everybody's fucking name. That's what, none of that means any, it means I have a conversation with a lot of people in Stickam. It just